listen up. Is it good? It's good. Gotta watch the battery level. Actually, I don't need this now, but I'm gonna need it just now. Alright, let's get started.
All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakab, Dash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. Let's get into this. Some scriptures here. Start here 1 second. Outside's much nippy. Let's get into this real quick. I want to call this a people robbed of inheritance, okay? And the damage and results of what is done, of them robbing us of our heritage. And on top of that, tell you the truth, mainly, we went off. That's why we were scattered. That's why we're going through all the situations we're going through right now. Okay, Job chapter 4 and 7. Ain't none of y'all innocent. Ain't none of us innocent. This is why we're going through the conditions that we're going through right now. Okay, 1 second. This is why it tells us in Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15, if I'm not mistaken, it starts from there. It says, if you don't want to apply, if you don't want to listen, if you don't want to follow what's written for you to do, all these curses are going to come upon you. As a matter of fact, let's get that right now. Let's go to that real quick. Deuteronomy. Whew. 28. 15th verse. But it shall come to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass that thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And one of those curses is that we're going to be stripped out of that land, that we're going to be scattered into the four corners of the world, right? So let's go into this real quick as well. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. And that's right here in this, all these captivities that we're in, but mainly this place right here, this Soursop, or no, let me not say that. This sour patch of a place, okay? This cankered place called Babylon, okay, over in these sides of the world. That's where we're feeling it, okay? A lot of these nations, they come up over here and they get up over us. That's another curse. How is it that we built this place for over 400, 500 years and we have nothing? You're telling me that's not a curse? You gotta be out your fucking punkin' ass mind. That is a curse, man. How do these other nations come here and get up over you real quick, real fast, okay? And well established too. But yet with you've been here, you've been a fucking slave in this shit, you built this shit, and yet still no accomplishments for you. Except you being called a byword, a proverb, and all these other things that these nations got laid, all these other traps and snares these nations got for you too. How do they get that immense amount of power within a short span of time, man? So you gotta be on some kind of fucking drugs not to realize that, yeah, those curses apply to us. They don't apply to any one of these nations out here except for us Israelites. These other nations come here and get up over us real fucking quick. You see Elam, you see Moab, you see all of them. They come here, get their little visa, the work permits, this and that, blah, 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 and boom, they're over us. Now, some people might say, well, that's due to cultural reasons, because you jigs, you don't know how to spend your money and this and that. Well, there you go. Okay, there's another part of the curse. Because how the fuck is it that these other nations, like I said, come here and get that, economic power so quick, so fast, but yet Jake's been here, and Jake hasn't got that advantage. They keep slipping like a gear that keeps slipping. Okay. One, these other nations have their heritage, they got their ways, they know who they are. You know what I mean? It's like they say, the wind is to your back. They have a sense of empowerment. They got their God, okay? They got their lands, okay? But what about us? We don't have shit. They start our story off with, you were a slave. Okay? That's a great thing to teach. That's a great thing for the enemy to teach our kids, right? You were a fucking slave, yo. We had your people tied up, neck bound, beating them. What's your name? What's your name, Toby? And they keep reiterating the same thing year after year, giving it a month, calling it Black History Month, okay? Which black is void of light. Ain't no light in black. So when they keep preaching these things to you, all you say in your head is, I ain't shit and I ain't never gonna be shit. I was a slave, That's all you think in your head. I got no heritage, no land, you know what I mean? Nowhere to call my own. All of these things matter, man. And these other nations, they know it too. But like I said, they came here and they got well up over us. What is that? That's a part of the curses, okay? That's the part of the curses in Deuteronomy 28. And like I said, none of these other nations out here are feeling a lick of these curses like how we are feeling these curses, man. So going back into this, the people robbed of a heritage and damage, okay? And the results. And we're seeing the results today because these people, they don't want to hear the scriptures. When we tell our people about the scriptures, they say, oh no, that's the book that the so-called white man used against you in slavery and put on top of you guys, right? That's what they say. Oh, the so-called white man used that book. That's his book. How's it his book when it's convicting him? When it's condemning him, okay? It's identifying who the fuck he is today. But yet you people, oh no, that's the so-called white man's book, man. I don't want that, no. We African, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. Listen, you got a fractured history right now, you two-thirds, okay? Because the main thing is here, let's look at it this way. We ran into 70 AD, we ran into the interiors of Africa. And then once in the interiors of Africa, Psalms 106 tells you that we were mingled amongst the heathen and learned their works, right? This guy act like they don't got brakes. We were mingled amongst the heathen and learned their works, right? So then, yeah, we knew, as the time goes on, we're losing heritage over time, because we're in another man's land, and over time, mixing and mingling with these heathens, you're naturally gonna put away, you know what I mean, put some things on the back burner and mix things into your heritage, right? And that's what happened with us. Over all those years of being in the land of Ham, you can't tell me, just like the scriptures talk about with Solomon, you know what I mean, eventually his heart turned into his woman's gods, okay? And having dealing with those gods, you can't tell me that over, you know, the 1,000-year period within Africa, okay, that we didn't mix, we didn't find something to mix with, right? We didn't find some kind of different religion to mix with. Yeah, we did, okay? As a matter of fact, let's go to that real quick. Psalms 106 and verse 35, but they are mingled among the heathen and learned their works and served their idols, which were a snare unto them. See? So we started kicking off. This is you know, this is another thing going back all the way to Deuteronomy, part of the curses, man. Okay? And part of those curses is what? That we're gonna go into these other lands and serve their gods, which we never knew, wood and stone, right? So when we're in the land of Ham, what were we doing? We were doing that very same thing. See, the curses don't just have to hit here. They can hit here, 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 and just keep slapping you, bap, 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 okay? And a lot of people don't understand that. Oh, that's a prophecy. Whoop, whoop, it's done. No. When the Lord speaks something like that, okay, a curse like that, that could be generational, all the way up to the time of the coming of Yahweh Shai, man. What you talking about? All right? But look, at that 1,000-year period, when we're, you know, because we just weren't also in Europe, you still had Israelites in Ham, okay? In places like Ghana and whatnot, right? So while being there, we're still doing, you know, acting like the heathen, behaving like the heathen, mixing with the heathen, doing their shit, right? Hold on a second. So after that 1,000-year period, that Esau, you know, came out to deceive the nations, right? Losing my train of thought, Slakia. At that 1,000-year period that Esau, Edom came out, what are our people started doing again? Our history is fractured again. What our people started doing? Our people started mixing and mingling and doing what the heathens do, and the next thing you know, we in this situation again. So it overlaps. It can still overlap, yo. Because like I said, after that 1,000-year period that Esau, Edom came out of, right, to come out to deceive the nations, our people fell into a trick bag, man. All over again, okay? All over again, man. And then we already know the results. We came here, put in slavery, put in bounds. Put in slavery to do hard, vigorous work, okay, to build this place out here, right? Which we know as Babylon. Now when we come to them and we give them the book, and we show them, hey, this is the scriptures, this belongs to you, you're an Israelite. Okay, when we tell them that, they don't want to listen. And that also is found here too. Let's go to Exodus chapter 6 and verse 9. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage. That's the same thing what these 2/3 Jakes do right now. They say, oh, well, this is the so-called white man's book. You guys are trying to use this against us. We're not going to listen to that. Remember the bondage that they put us through? Remember all the cruel things that they done onto us? They used that very same book against us. That's what 2/3 Jakes got in their mind, okay? And they got that deep settled in their mind. Well, I'm not going to listen to that book because that's the same book they enslaved us with. No, dummy. What happened is, like I said, your history is fractured. How are you going to come out and know what it was if you don't have elders above you or you don't have a book to tell you? the Chronicles, all right? If you don't have that there, you're not going to know. Because what they did in slavery, they would take the older ones, spread them apart, okay? And when they spread them apart, how are they going to tell the younger ones what it is? So you see, the younger ones, they don't get the knowledge from the older ones. They're already scattered. They're already separated. And another thing too, when these people come and grab you, yank you up, okay? Watch this. When these people come and grab you and yank you up in the time of slavery, all right? Do you think that they were sitting there and telling them, oh, this is how you grow vineyards. This is how you mulch the land. What land? You're on a damn ship. You're in terror and fear for your life, okay? So what knowledge is there to be passed? Oh, this is the herbs you drink. How the hell are you going to tell somebody just coming up what herbs to drink and you can't even identify, you can't even draw a picture for them and show them what it is? So a lot of our history got robbed. A lot of our things got taken from us, okay? And in that result of our history being robbed, our heritage being robbed, our land being taken, with all these things, right? Esau Edom turns around and uses our book against us. If you understand what I mean. Because when in slavery, he came and he said, in slavery he came in and said, servants, be obedient to your slave master, right? So that's scriptures that they would use, but then they took out, the Apocrypha, okay? They took out the Apocrypha, they took out history, okay? They didn't want you to read, so how the hell are you gonna know what's up, okay? Then on top of that, like I said, you have a fractured history from one land to another land to being bounced over to another land, okay? You have a fractured history. Then on top of that, you don't have the elders there to give you the proper history on how to nurse the land, how to farm the land, what herbs to eat, right? What herbs to drink, what trees you can go to, right? And rub the bark and get sap from, right? What healing properties are in certain herbs. So all of that is missing. None of that's being spread in the latter times when you actually have somewhere to really bound your feet and move back and forth. Yeah, in the latter times, but a lot of that history, like I said, was fractured and dismantled because the so-called white man came, scooped you up, and you already know. That was all the punishments and the curses of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua in full effect upon us. Okay? So when they came with the Bible now, and you gotta do this, you gotta do that, generations later on now, like now, you have the younger youth saying, I'm not gonna listen to that. Just the same scripture what I'm reading right here. I'm not gonna listen to that. Pharaoh of the land, he used that against us. Oh, that's a so-called white man's book, right? Why am I going to listen to that? That's not for us. That's for the so-called white. No, that's not ours. I'm going to put it away. I'm Yoruba. Slaki. I'm dealing with I'm an African. I'm what do you call it? The black unconscious. I'm Kemet. I'm all this bullshit but what I am. And that's what the so-called white man wanted for you, okay? That's what he wanted for you to fall away from, man, your heritage. He didn't want you to gather this back up. And we're going to go through all these scriptures now and drop it like it's hot. Exodus chapter 6 and verse 9. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel with what? The words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Thus, the same way we're speaking unto you with the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And we're telling you, thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Lord, man. Okay? But they hearken not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage, just like now. Okay? And much like now, they see the so-called white man living it up. Okay? They always have a question, where's ours? Where's our peace? Where's our peace? Well, you ain't got no peace in this land, man. You don't got no glory here. Okay? The glory will come. All right? Remember, all these kingdoms are set up to fall because the last kingdom that's going to stay and stay forever is ours. What does it tell us right here in Isaiah chapter 45? verse 17. Woo. Hold on here, let me get my gloves. World without end, man. Okay? Our world, our kingdom is going to be without end. Alright? Which is Yapa. Which is why we don't, you know, as men in this truth, we don't look for no glory here in this world. We don't look to glorify ourselves and make ourselves seem bigger and all this type of, no. The Lord could snatch this right from you and turn you into a dummy. A real internet dummy, all right? And then that's it, you fucked, you're back in the world. Not knowing what to do, lost as a zombie, you know, walking around all day, lost, knowing that there's a mark on your head from the Lord. That's horrible, that's terrible. You'll feel like Judas, you're gonna hang yourself, man. Okay? You become Judas against the ministry. Well, that's a sad thing, though. I ain't gonna laugh at that, man. That's a terrible thing, man. What do they say? Bringing on drugs is a terrible thing to waste, man. You know? These niggas out here, man, they come into the truth, and then it's like the same thing. It's like they get hooked on drugs, and the brain is wasted. A perfect spirit, right, being wasted, okay? Because they chose to, or it was chosen for them to love Babylon or whatever it may be. Let's go into this real quick. Our world is going to be without end, and the Lord determines that all these nations will rise, and then all of them will fall, okay? Daniel chapter 4 and 17. Yahweh ruleth in the kingdom of men, all right? And this is why we also put our trust into Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, because we know everything that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai has said, everything that he said he's going to do, everything that's coming or is happening present right now, the Lord is in charge of that, man. And we put our trust into Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. We don't put our trust into man. Putting your trust into man is not a good option. But putting your trust into Yahweh, that's a good option. That's a great option. Okay? Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord, in Yahweh, while Yahushai, with an everlasting salvation. He shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Okay? Our kingdom is going to be a kingdom that doesn't end, because the righteous are going to be in authority, not the wicked. Okay? And right now we're going through all these afflictions, we're suffering all this pain to become better rulers, man. Okay? To appreciate what we're going to get. Because right now, you know how Jake is. Jake is selfish, man. When you look at these other nations, and hey, that's a part of the curses too. When you look at these other nations, they actually get up and build together. Our nation, we don't get up and build together. I was just watching something with that guy King Von. After that guy died, his own friends came into his house and robbed him. You know? So our people don't, it's like a heavy curse on our people. These other nations, they get along. You know? They actually build and put together and put something together. Right? But our people are selfish as fuck, yo. Another thing too, Bonnie Nix. This girl named Bonnie Nix, Jody. Oh, look at y'all rob off people, man. And the whole time I'm going to that store thinking, yeah, you know, good for my people, you know? Stack away a little paper and put paper. But you see how the Lord works? Oh, shit. I had that thing in my mind. I say, hey, man, you know, our people are so stupid. They rather go spend money with the Chinese man than rather go spend money with their own fucking people. Eh? So I said, hey, man, I'm Benjamin. I'm not going to go spend my money up in some fucking crooked, slanty-eyed snake store. Nah. I'd rather go spend my money with my people. See? And get my food, get my thing what I need for my body. See? Where I stem from, where I come from, right? Yeah, I'm all them things there, grounds, edos, all those things, right? So I say, yeah, let me go get my things from my people. The whole time the gal is allegedly, as they say, robbing off people back in the yard. 32 million Jamaican, see? We show people back there. We share teeth from people, rob off people, see? So I say, you see that? here it is. I'm saying to myself, all right, let me go make a good, let me go make not even a good, but let me go spend my money wisely with my people, right? And look what happened. Just like I was saying before, our people can't even build, man. Yeah? And that's what? That's fucking curses, man. Our people can't build, but these other nations can fucking build, man. Stack and stack and stack away and get something going, you know? But our people, groceries. Over groceries, man. The woman rock. Well, I heard more down in the States and all those things. You know, she carried out more certain things. But what I'm dealing with right now is the store, you know? The grocery store. That's why I said, okay, I'll go there and get my supplies, get what I need, right? And oh, it's coming from my people. Let me spend my money there. You know, hundreds of dollars, man, hundreds of dollars. Because you gotta understand too, these things don't come cheap, man. Those things don't come cheap. You know, when you want fresh yam, all those things, edibles and things, that shit gotta be shipped overnight, man. And they gotta spend one day and a half in some next little place where they sort out things, and you know, it done got checked from what do you call those people? Customs and all that thing. Everything is ready to go. All you have to do now is just come and pick it up, right? So it might spend all of one day or a day and a half or the most 2 days, you know? But that food is supposed to be plucked, clean, bam, ship out, back. Get through custom, pass, back. Boom, sit down in that place for all a day, half a day or whatever. Food in store the next day, you know? That's how that's supposed to work. By the end of the week, there's supposed to be new product in there from yard, or from Barbados or Trinidad, or you know, wherever it may be in the Caribbean, right? So that's how that's supposed to move quick, right? So the money have to flow. So if you're not paying this person down there, and those things are still being sent up, you're ripping off your own fucking people, man. Okay? You're thieving from your own people. And here it is, people are coming with hundreds of dollars to get those things shipped up here quick, in a day and a half, a day. You know, because you take some of the money, obviously, and send it to port, where they can send them and ship them up quick, customs, and get that through. And that's gonna cost some money, eh? That's not no, oh, $50, no, this is a pretty little penny, okay? It's an investment. You have to run the store, you have to run the store right. If you don't run the store right, then you know, your things are gonna fail. Everything's gonna be soft, nasty, and that's what end up happening. What end up happening is, you know, she didn't run the store right. But people want to say a fraud, but she never ran the store right. And this is all going back into the curses, man. People are walking up the street smelling stale meat, goat meat, cow meat, you know. And of course, them people they yam pork, you know, 2/3 they yam pork and all them things there, you know, salt foot. And all them things there, salt ears, salt foot, pig foot, salt foot, you know? Yuck. So, yeah, people walking by and smelling the store stink and everything stinking inside, and hey, and all of a sudden I hear up to like couple days back, she got arrested in yard, them hold her, she bought about she pregnant and thing, and hey, fuck. That's part of the curses, man. You see? So here it is, I'm saying, let me build my people, let me spend my hard-earned little money with them $200-300 groceries walking out, right? And all the while she's ripping off people getting big, you know? Curses, man. That's the curses of the scriptures, man. You can't fight against it, eh? So let's go into this real quick. Let's get into these scriptures here, man. People lost of their heritage. Are robbed of their heritage, okay? Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse. Really, the part that was bothering me in my neck, right there. I have something around the neck. That time the wind is blowing and that shit there ain't right. Gotta have the neck protected. Protect your neck. So anyways, going back into this, Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 22. My face, Salakia, my face will I turn also from them, and they shall pollute my secret place, for the robbers shall enter into it and defile it. And that's what these these other nations, well, starting with Antiochus, okay, entered in and defiled the temple, man. I think Nebuchadnezzar did that too. Took away all the gold, all the silver, all of those things, right? Nebuchadnezzar did that too. Okay. Make a chain, for the land is full of bloody crimes, and the city is full of violence. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. Right, and that's going into Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, our brother, our enemy. Okay, the enemy of the Lord, the enemy of the Most High. Okay, he has entered into that land. He has entered into that land. These people out here kind of muddy, sick in their mind. He has entered into that land. He's the worst of the heathen, man. Okay, and the Lord has brought him into our land, man. All right. So let's go back into this. Wherefore I'll bring the worst of the heathen. They are the worst of the heathen, man. Those Amalekites, man. They're the worst of the heathen, man. The worst of the worst, okay? Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy place shall be defiled. Okay? It wasn't our holy place defiled. Okay? It wasn't our lands defiled. Antiochus, the abomination that make it desolate, Titus. Okay? All these other nations, the Vespasian, Flavian dynasty, Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian. Okay? And the rest, man. The fuck? You can't forget it. It's all written right here in the scriptures. This is why they mainly hate these scriptures, man. This is why they mainly jack the Apocrypha out of the Bible, because they knew it brings close ties, okay, to history, to the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and the history that has happened on the land, man. And they know that those Caesars and whatnot is a very well-kept history of what was happening at that time. There was a lot of philosophers, Josephus, what was the other guy, 12 Caesars, all of those things are kept in store, man. And those things were written aforetime, just as well as our scriptures right here, written aforetime for our learning. Those things were written aforetime for these times right here. Boom, you bring them up to the forefront. So we're gonna bring your own history against you. And look what it says in the Bible. You know what I mean? And you can't run. They make too much. They're so-called white man so fucking prideful. He makes mega bucks, mega movies on all of these things right here, right? You can't run from your history, man. That's why the Lord said that He shall cause their tongue to fall upon themselves. Okay? And that's what's happening right now that we're seeing. We're seeing their tongue with all these movies, with all these documentaries. You know, you got the so-called white man over in Europe talking about the so-called white man here in America, and the so-called white man here in America talking about the one in Europe, right? They're all fighting against each other. If Satan be against Satan, Satan can't stand. As we're seeing, this system is starting to crumble, okay? Just like in Daniel, right here, the toes, come here, come here, come here. The toes mixed with clay. This is the section we in right now. This is modern day time right now. That rock, that's the Yahushua coming to break that standard. Okay? Break that he who ruled the world with a continual stroke. Yahushua is coming back and boom, knocking this bitch down, man. Which is rightfully so. brought the worst of the heathen and put them in our land, man. Kicked us out. And this happened before. This isn't something, let me get another scripture, 2 Kings. (17 or 18? 17. Let me start from 22. Start from 22. 2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 22. For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did. They departed not from them, until Yahweh removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants the prophets. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day. Okay? So, yeah, in the next, what did it say? And placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel, and they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof. But yeah, so going back into this, let's read it one more time again. 2 Kings 17 and 22, for the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did. They departed not from them, until Yahweh removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants the prophet. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day. Okay? Are we out of that land unto this day? Okay? So the Lord did it. Lord spoke upon it, said this is what's going to happen if you don't listen. And like I said, the curses don't just have to stop, boom, okay, it happened there. Just stop them. No. The Lord can make it like a revolving door onto your ass, man. I'm going to take you with these people, boom, don't put that curse on you again. Make you get captured by the Assyrians, all right? Make you get captured by the Romans, you know? So on and so forth. The Lord don't have to make it, whoop, that's it. It can be manifold, okay? And that's what happened to us. We got taken and carried out of our land. And look at the lands that we're in today. We're in the land of Babylon today, okay? This place which is spiritually known as Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah, okay? And that's why we say we don't care if you guys don't believe, you know, the scriptures. We don't care. It's all right. More scriptures for us to believe. Like when you go to a party and people would say, yo, there's some funny man, there's enough funny man up in there. Well, the brothers who are straight, they'll say, hey, well, more gal for us. See it? We have nothing to do with funny man. See it? But more gal for us. See it? Because funny man don't want, you know, the gal, they want the man. But when they don't say, yo, that guy playing, he ain't about that shit. And he won't do that. You know what he'll do? He'll take you out to a grave. He'll stay the fuck away from you, you know? But when you're there in that party is more gal for you because the guys that are in there, they funny, right? Some of the guys that are in there, they're funny, right? So that's what that's saying, you know, more gal for us, right? So if you guys don't believe, well, more belief for us. We don't care. Go ahead. Don't believe. Romans chapter 3 tells you, so what if some did not believe? Is that going to make void the faith? No. What the hell? God forbid, man. Micah chapter 3 and 1. And I said, I pray you, O heads of Jacob, and ye princes of the house of Israel. Is it not for you to know judgment? Who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck their skin from off of them, and their flesh from off their bones, who also eat the flesh of my people, and flail the skin from off them, and they break their bones and chop them in pieces, as for the pot, and as flesh within the cauldron. And that goes into you wicked ass, what you call it, T.D. Jakes, you know, Geo Jennings, you know what I mean? David Lynn. All of you false ass pastors, man. All you punks, okay? Let me say it like that. Because you people know who they get rubbing shoulders with certain people. And they tell them and show them, you know who you are. And they tell them, hey, you better stay the fuck away from that doctrine and don't wake these people up. You're being paid to put these people asleep and to keep their identity from off them, okay? So when it says, I pray you, O heads of Jacob, you princes of the house of Israel, is enough for you to know judgment. Yeah, this could also go down into 2 and 3, right? Because also Esau, Edom, and these other nations, they're doing that to us. But mainly, you got Jake out there knowing who the fuck we are. People like T.D. Jakes, Geo Jennings, David Lynn, and all the rest of them. All the whole list of those tele-evangelists, they know who the fuck we are. But guess what? They took that 501c3, that gag order, okay? Yeah, that gag order. That gag order will shut real quick. And they taking that bag. They love the bag. They love this system. They love this place, man. Remember, they would not hearken because of the cruel bondage, okay? Because of the cruelty and the bondage that they were made to serve. So when we come up to them and tell them about, hey, this is the way, they say, no. The way of the Lord's not equal, man. The Lord said what? As for them, their way is not equal. So continuing. Salakia. So continuing, let's go into Joel chapter 3. Joel chapter 3 verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, in the whole house, okay, northern and southern, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, the Lord's judgment, man, okay, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Right, going back into parting of the land, the worst of the heathen coming into our land, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai kicking us out of that land because he didn't want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Well, guess what? The Lord said we'll bring the worst of the heathen in your land. They're going to scatter you, they're going to pick you up, they're going to sell you, they're going to do the worst to you. It's part of the curses, okay? And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy from the heart for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. And they did that in slavery, okay? They did that in slavery where they were passing us back and forth like gifts. It tells you that in Revelations, okay? So Esau, Edom, and these other nations, you got a lot to pay for. The chief one is Esau, Edom. But you nations too, round about, you got a lot to pay for. It tells us in 2 Maccabees, Esau, Edom, you really the culprit on the list, but it's not like you, the other nations ain't gonna get, like, you just gonna slide on by this, the judgment's coming here, you just gonna go like this and last minute walk away. Get the fuck out of here. You're gonna get zapped too, okay? 2 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 10. What nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? Right, okay? What nation? What nation? Okay? All you nations had a part in our going down. All you nations had a part of touching us or offending us or doing some kind of whack shit against us. Okay? All you nations are guilty, man. Okay? And even some in our nation, okay, who are Israelites, they're guilty too. So let's go back into this. Joel chapter 3. We ain't done yet. Joel chapter 3. Oh, that stank cigarette smell, man. It smells like coffee, oil, and cigarette. Joel chapter 3 and verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have he sold unto the Grecians, that he might remove them far from their borders. Behold, I will... Who the hell is smoking that cigarette like that, man? Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your head. What the fuck is smoking cigarette like that, man? Anyways. It's the stank ass fucking smell of cigarette coffee and fucking like Shimmy Shai destroy their fucking ass, man. Whoever that is, man. Fucking post right there. I know it's probably somebody over there, some fucking faggot over there smoking or some shit, hiding himself. Post move yourself, man. What a blood clot thing is that, man? You wanna smoke that nasty shit, go inside your house. Don't even smoke that outside. Go inside your fucking house and smoke it, man. Poor soul. And poor soul, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he's the one who allows this shit, okay? And you gotta be mad at him too, because he's the one that allowed this fucking shit, man. Fucking poor soul, bitch ass white man. Esau Edom, fucking scut. Move yourself. Fucking assholes, man. Let's go to something real quick. Them gifts that they passed back and forth us, okay? We were those gifts that he passed back and forth, right? Revelation, shit, I don't even have one. Go straight to the point. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. That's here. Where also our Lord was crucified, right? They X'd out the image, meaning they put up their own image. They put that scraggly, nasty, so-called white man image with the blue-eyed and blonde hair up there and said, this is the Son of the Most High. That's not the Son of the Most High. You're nuts. So, their dead bodies shall lie in the street, right? Their dead bodies, going back into Micah, right? They didn't suffer us. They didn't put our identity back onto us. They suffered us to lie in them streets. They're dead, okay? With no identity, thinking that you're black, thinking you're Negro. Every fucking 2 minutes or every 20 years, something new for you guys. Oh, you're blacks, you're coloreds, you're Negroes, you're niggers, you know? Oh, you're African Americans, empower that, you know? All of that bullshit, okay? But you wouldn't hear that shit amongst these other nations because they got their identity, right? So, going back into this, and they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves, right? To be put that identity back on them, to let these people know who the fuck they are. They said, nah, we don't want that. We like when these people don't know who the fuck they are. Because when they're not attached to their power, hey man, we can do whatever the hell we want with them, okay? And one wicked ass, I think that was Achan, he said that, or made them known. Balaam knew that too, okay? But going back into this, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Like right now, what we're doing, the spirit of Yahweh Shimei Shai has entered into us, and we're standing upon our feet, a great and exceeding army. And you know who's scared? The elites. The elites are scared because you regular white people, you don't know shit. You don't know nothing. You don't even know who you are. You don't know your biblical name, nothing. Okay? Just like you, all you people, all you serfs, man. They don't know shit. Some of the vassals might know, but damn near for sure, the lords know. The elites, they know. Okay? So it's two people in this world that know. Really. It's us, you know, those who are out here on the highways and byways doing this work, put up our videos, praising Yahweh Shimei Shai, walking in that light, okay? And then there's the elite, the ones who walk on in darkness, okay? The tapa. They know who the fuck they are, okay? And great fear fell upon them who saw us, and that's them, okay? And let's get into, Isaiah chapter, let me get that real quick. Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the mountain, okay, the high tops, okay, the elites, for the elites to hear, okay. Exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the noble. And that's what we're doing. We're pointing at them and telling them, pointing out all their misdeeds and all their wickedness, all the things that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has said to Isaiah chapter, let's say 47 and verse 1. You know, thy nakedness be seen. You know, let all thy shame be seen. And that's what we're doing right now. We're exposing this place. And great fear fell upon them which saw us, going back into Revelation, right? Was that Revelation 11 and 11, right? Great fear fell upon them which saw us, right? Because the elites are the ones who know on the top, yo, these are, you see when this is happening right here? This is no good. It's like, this is no good to our system, no good. No good, no good, no good, okay? That's what the elites are saying right now. Because they're seeing us rising up, okay? They're seeing us get back up on our feet, which means that the Spirit of the Lord is truly entered back into these people. And now they're out here on the corners. Now they're telling the people what's up. So the elites are very hell-bent on that. They don't like that, okay? To come out here and do what we're doing, you gotta be a man, okay? And you gotta realize what you're involved in. That's what the brothers always ask. They say, hey man, do you realize what you're involved in? Do you know what you're involved in? You see battery level kind of low. I think I'm plugging in now. Let me plug this in now. Where the fuck? Where's my port? There it is. So these elites are mad, man. They're like, what the hell? How do these people get back? You know, it must have been their power. They mad, man, because they know, oh shit, you know, oh shit, they back in tune with who they are. Okay, I hope I got power on this because that should be looking weak. Let's see here. So going back into this, let's go to Lamentation. Going back into they're mad, they don't want to see us in this position. Of course they don't want to see us in this position. You know, you tell the so-called, you know, the elites that they showed all these peon white people out here what it is, they'd be mad too. They're reporting us every second, every minute, you know. There they are. You know, because they don't want this society to end either. They don't want this shit to come to an end either, okay? Lamentation chapter 2 and verse 15. All that pass by clap their hand at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call perfection of beauty? The perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we look for. We have found. We have seen it. Okay? And what day is that? Just like much like today, you got Jake walking around not knowing who the fuck he is, saying that he an African American, right? All of that bullshit. Oh, I'm a Jamaican. All of that bullshit right there. Those are none of our identities. Those are names that were placed upon us. I'm a Negro. I'm an African American Negro. All of that bullshit was placed upon you, man. You have an identity, and the identity is right here on this chart. Okay, right here on this chart and on this chart. You belong to the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, Yashra Allah. Your identity is not no black American, Negro, Latino, or Native American. That's bywords that was put on your ass. Who you are the children of Israel. Yashra Allah. And those people over in that land, they're fakes. Okay? They're not supposed to be in that land. They were placed in that land. Okay? We're the true people of that land, man. And as long as we walk around saying that we black, we Latino, we Native American, they love that. As long as we stand up and we fight for that tooth and nail to be called black, to be called Latino, to be called Native American. As long as we stand up pridefully and fight tooth and nail for that, that's what they love to see. Okay? But they don't want you to stand up with that same energy and fight for this, the truth. Okay? They want you to be, what's the word? They want you to be lost, man. They don't want you to be found. They want your ass in the lost and found constantly, year round, not knowing who the fuck you are. Because when you get to know who the fuck you are, all of this system, all of this shit right now, what you're seeing, is gonna come to a crash. Thus saith the Lord, man. And that's Yapa. That's beautiful, okay? So let's go into something real quick. So that's a people lost in their heritage, okay? This is why Hosea, when we're telling you individuals who you are, you're not listening. Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, rejecting this Bible, rejecting what we're telling you is about to happen, okay? Rejecting all the wisdom which is written within, all the understanding, all the knowledge, all of that. You want to keep rejecting it? Well, the Lord is going to reject you too, okay? Because here it is, he's giving you a manuscript, all right? A manuscript. Those things written aforetime was written for what? For our learning, that we through patience and comfort, right, might have hope through these scriptures. Roughly phrased, I know I butchered it. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. Right. And guess what? After so much and so forth generations, you are your children coming back in that stead. Okay? You are your forefathers, okay? Coming back in that stead. You know, just like the so-called wicked ass white man. All those things, that's why they feel a funny way when we tell them about slavery and we tell them that they're going into chains and this. They feel a way because they know. In the past, that was them doing that, you know? That's why they feel a way about the scriptures, because deep down inside them, they know it's real, okay? No matter how much fog and whatever the fuck they try to put on it, okay, mask it out and all that stuff. No, it's real, okay? You could try and put, look, you could try and put a duck costume on a dog. If it's a dog, it's a dog. Just because it got that duck shit on it doesn't mean that it's a real duck, okay? A dog is a dog and a duck is a duck. Just like the truth is the truth, okay? So if they're trying to mask the truth, trying to hide it, the Lord said what in these times? That all these things are going to come to pass, man. He's going to reveal all these things in the world. And all these things right now are being revealed. So let's go back into this. And this is why our people are dumb. They're stupid. Because they love to go for the so-called white man's way. But when we pick up this book and we say, hey, man, this book belongs to you. This is your history. This is about your people and what these enemies have done to you. Okay? Learn, take a note. Okay? Take a note from your fucking history book. Okay? Let's go back into Exodus chapter 6 and verse 9. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel with what? With the words of Yahweh Shem Yashai. Much like what we're doing right now. Okay? But they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit. Yeah, we can understand, man. We can understand what the so-called white man did to us. Now he's on top. He's floating like this, like an eagle. Okay? We can understand that he got his riches and whatnot and all these cars. He got that high position, tier position in the world. But the scriptures tell you that all of this is temporal. And it ain't even valued to try and, run after this shit. It's not valued to do that. It's not valuable. MVP, no, it's not. It's not the most valuable player. Just like Esau Edom, he's not the most valuable player. Okay? He's a low-down beast, all right? He's a low-down beast, and you got 2/3 trying to follow after a low-down beast. You an idiot? You got the best in the world. These scriptures, the word of Yahweh Shem Yashai, the people that you are. But yet you rather sell out for this scaly fucking Edomite, man. You stupid. Man don't even know how to cook proper. Don't know about spices. Had to go around all the world to try and get spices. Remember? He came out of the bottomless pit, cast into Europe, man. What you talking about? Every nation got something better than Esau Edom. All these nations got spices and herbs, man. Esau Edom, he's dry as shit. He's like a piece of chicken that you just toss on the fucking grill and then put nothing on it. That's what it is. That's what he is, man. At the end of your day week, it tells you that he's the basis of men. Okay? So Jeremiah 2:33, why are you trimming your love to try and seek after that nastiness, man? You crazy? Here it is, you got the best of a table with the best of the foods over here, right? The best of the foods over here. And then you got a grimy ass table, you don't know where that came from. You saw it just a minute ago, something fell off the table, now it's back on the table. You know, you gotta question that food, right? But this food right here, nah, you were in the kitchen with the brothers, you know. Before we cooked the food, we cleaned the stainless steel and all that. You know, we made sure our hands up to our elbows, damn near up to our armpits were clean. You know? Made sure our fingernails, everything was clean. Made sure the food came from a right source. You know, everything was right. Stainless steel cook, everything. You know? But then there's a patch of food over there where you never seen it get cooked. You just witnessed 3 pieces of the chicken leg fall off into the dirty, hairy ground, right? Now all of a sudden they back in the pile. Y'all know how that is, but you know, flies over there flying around and shit. Are you gonna go for that? No. Why go for that, man? Just because the brothers, watch this, for anguish of spirit, just because the brothers are taking, you know, a little while to cook up this one, and that one's readily available, here it is, you say, you know what, fuck this. Fuck you guys, man, I'm gonna grab this food right here. As they say, 10 hours later, your belly are running, and the brother's like, you need help? You need help? You know? That's what you get for eating that dirty food, man. That's what you get for running after the so-called white man's way. Isaiah chapter 36 and verse 6 tells you that you lean upon that wall. He's like a broken staff, man. It's gonna go right into your hand. Okay? We just tell you what it is, man. We're telling you what the Lord wants you to hear, but you want to reject it. Fine, all right, cool. More faith for us, more belief, more hope for us. All right? Simple and plain. Exodus chapter 6 and verse 9. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage. Yeah, we understand, man. Okay? He's got everything. We went through that cruel bondage, all right? Just like I said, you are your fucking four parents coming back, man. Every 3rd and 4th generation, the Lord brings you back, okay? He's not an author of confusion. So that's why in Job chapter 4 and 7, it says, you know, whoever perished being innocent. You got a track record, nigga. So, you know, the God of this world has blinded them. Let's get that real quick. And that's what they're being blinded by. Seeing Esau Edom's riches and getting all upset. We were in slavery, we were slaves, this and that. We was kings. We was kings. Yeah, they're getting all upset because they don't got the riches, right? And you're being, like I told, from a kid, you're told that you're a slave. And that's all you amounted from, and that's all you will ever amount to be. Okay? That's what they always try to, you know, force in your mind. You was slaves, you came from slaves, you ain't shit, your people ain't shit, you know, and then you got the other nations around laughing like, that's what you guys were? They never did that to us, you know? They might have done that, you know, whatever, but remember, we went through that bitch for like 400 or 500 fucking years, all right? You got it all in your history books, like, you know, Esau, Edom, you don't got it up there to remind you in a sense, like, don't fall into that pit anymore. No, you got it up in the sense to control you, okay, to make fun of you. And all these other nations laugh at you. Because these other nations know that right there was taking down the Israelites. That right there, let's keep them underneath our foot, that they don't rise again. That they don't ever remember that name, Yashar Allah, okay? That they get their heritage back, that they don't get that knowledge, wisdom, understanding back. That they don't, make sure that they don't understand that they are the people of the Bible, okay? that land belongs to them. All of that was smacked upon us, man. And they did a bloody good job. Okay? You forget the Willie Lynch letters? Them Willie Lynch letters right there was to put Jake in fucking bondage for years, man. In their minds. Okay? Controlling them. Right? So, hey, let's go into something real quick. God, this world don't want you to know who the fuck you are. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, like 2/3 of our people, okay? In whom the God of this world, Esau, Edom, right, have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of God, should shine onto them. And they don't know that, okay? Because the so-called white man, he be slapping his face up there that he's God, and then look at all the wickedness that he's doing out here, okay? But he's got our people blinded in his philosophy, his BS philosophy, talking about he is the son of the Most High, he is the Most High, the Most High looks like him. Get the hell out of here, you wretches. You're wretchful people. Your people are wretches. Your people are fucking roaches of the earth, man. You're garbage, straight up. And all those philosophies, 2/3 of our people have been taken by those philosophies, have been taken by their words, have been taken by their nonsense, man. So the God of this world have blinded the minds of them. So now they're believing in Esau, Edom shit. Which meanwhile we're telling you that this world here is temporal. And the Lord is the one who governs the world. The Lord is the one who controls this world, man. So let's go into another thing real quick. Yep. I wanted to get this in the NLT, but I'm going to just read it straight. Psalms chapter 37. Shit, was it 37? Yeah, Psalms 37 and 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like grass and wither as green herb. Trust in Yahweh and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Okay? Trust in Yahweh. Trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? Don't fret yourself because of what these evildoers got. Okay? They got the riches. That it was predicted for them to have the riches, man. And now you, a son of Yashar Allah, getting all what's the word? Jealous, you know, envious. That's why the scriptures say I was envious at the wicked, okay? Because of all his material and all of what he had, right? Let's get that real quick. You can't be envious at the wicked. Fuck the wicked, man. They're about to be destroyed, and everything with them. That's why I said, don't hand join in hand. You know, the wicked should not go unpunished, and they're not going to go unpunished, all right? So don't worry about what they got. Don't worry about their prosperity, okay? There's a reason why they have that, and the reason why they're set up like that, okay? That's not for you now. You'll get yours later on, you know? And this is why Jake is so hell-bent. Oh, we gotta die to get ours? Nigga, you don't even know what's coming up, all right? And death is just sleep. All right, just like Yahushua told those individuals that laughed at him, whatnot, when he said that the little girl, she's not dead, she's asleep, and they all laughed like scarfing and scorning, you know. Psalms chapter 73 and verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Okay, hey, don't be envious at the foolish, man. Don't be envious of them because they got prosperous things in the world, like gold, cars, this, that, money, whatever. All of that shit is nothing, man. All of that shit is nothing, okay? All of that shit is fucking temporal, all right? The Lord is going to send a besom of destruction upon this place, man, okay? It's not going to be nice out here, okay? Amos chapter 5 and verse 18. You know, in the NLT tells you don't know what the hell you're wishing for, man. Okay? Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. You know, you don't know what you're wishing for. So don't be envious at the wicked, man. To hell with them. All their riches, like it tells you right here in Proverbs chapter 3, 23 and 3, be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meats. Okay? Labor not to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom. Wilt thou set thy eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings, they fly away as an eagle toward heaven. Okay? So don't worry about those dainty things. Don't worry about those things there, man. Because all those things, as it tells you, riches certainly make themselves wings and fly to heaven, man. The Lord could come and make somebody just grab that all up from you. Okay? Or make you come and stumble upon this person's riches. And now all of a sudden you're the inheritance of all of them. Doesn't it tell you that in Sirach chapter 10, that and 8, injuries and riches got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. The power of the earth is in the hand of Yahweh. Okay? Verse 4. Sirach 10 and 4. Okay? So be not desirous for this man and his wicked things, man. Remember, just like we got curses, he got cursed too. Riches can be a curse, man. You see some people, get rich and it turned their whole life upside down. And all they say is, I wish I never won this money. I wish I never won this money. Turned my whole life upside down. My brother got killed. This guy died. My uncle OD'd. I OD'd 2 times. They revived me on the table. All that shit. Money sometimes can be disasterful instead of helpful. Okay? But you gotta have the right mind. Alright? If you're not an individual that your mind's sturdy, you're gonna be all over the place. And that's another thing that Esau, don't teach out here. Balance. Alright? Let's get into his blessing. Genesis chapter 27 and verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, As thou but one blessing my father, bless me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Okay, you know how these Edomites are, crybabies. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass that when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Okay? So guess what? Esau Edom, he was given a blessing. All the fatness of the earth, all the greatness, all the riches. Okay? And how do we prove that? And he lives by a sword. What's the modern day sword? The gun. How do we prove that? Let's go to Psalms 17 real quick. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him. Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. From men, which are thy hand, O Yahweh, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children. They leave the rest of their substance to their babes. We leave debt. They leave money. Okay? They leave inheritance. They leave houses. They leave cars. They leave all of their richly fatness, their substance to their offspring. And we get debt. We get a fucking a funeral bill home telling us, oh, you gotta pay this bill by certain, that's what we get, okay? So yes, they have their portion in this life, okay? Oh yeah, let's go back to Psalm 73 again. Forgot to get that. Psalm 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are plagued as other men, that's of course. But verse 7, their eyes stand out with the fatness, they have more than the heart could wish. That's them, man. That's not us. We have more problems than the heart could wish, all right? So let's go into something real quick. I'm going to end it out here. The downfall of Esau Edom, man. Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 4. For Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Now, I'm pretty sure that's written in Job as well. Let's get it. 21 to 31. Yep, Job chapter 21 and verse 30. the wicked are reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Right, and that's righteous. Okay? So stop worrying about what prosperity Esau Edom has. Stop worrying about what these so-called white people have, man. Because what they have is going to be taken from them. The God of this place, the God of the power of us, is going to bring them down to a low position. Remember what happened to Nebuchadnezzar? He went on his back, crawling around and picking at the floor like a goddamn bird, man. And he was high. That was Nebuchadnezzar, man. He got resorted to being like a bird, man. Like he was pecking at the floor and shit. Okay? His nails grew long. His hair on his back grew like feathers, like long-haired feathers. He became like a damn bird, man. Crouched over, hunched back. And then all of it, the Lord put the sense back into his mind. And what did he do? He gave praises unto the Heavenly Father. Okay? He exalted him. He said, he was out of it. Okay? So imagine that. Imagine all this here, all this glory, all of this, and it's going to be reduced to ashes. Okay? What's that word? Asaroth? Asaroth? Is that it? It's a word in the, it's talking about here. And when you go into that word, it goes into reducing to ashes. Okay? Asaroth or it's broken Hebrew for another land. But anyways, let's continue. Let's talk about the downfall of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Okay? He's gonna be mourning, he's gonna be turning and rolling. Okay? He's gonna be like, I can't believe this happened. Yeah, it happened, bitch. Psalms chapter 52 and verse 2. Thy tongue devises mischief like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather to speak righteous. Selah. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. God shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place, and root thee out of the land of the living, which is our land. Remember, like I said, the Lord took us out and put them in. Okay, and I use different examples in Kings and the other one in Ezekiel, okay, 7 and 22 and 24, right? He put those heathen in our land, okay? The worst of the heathen now, okay? So continuing, and root thee out of the land of the living, Selah. The righteous also shall see and fear and shall laugh at him. Okay, that's the best part. Lo, this is the man that made not God his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in wickedness. Okay, the so-called white man, Esau Edom. Okay. So that's why I said, don't be envious at the rich. Don't be envious at them for their money. Don't be envious at them for anything. Okay? Don't envy them. Don't want what they got. Don't be like, damn, I wish I had that too. Okay? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, you know, but hey, no. Don't envy them, man. Stay away from their ways. Okay? Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee? No, stay away from their ways, man. It's a trap, it's a snare, all right? And then at the end of the day, year, and week, they're going to be rooted out of their position. And we're going to be put in that position, okay? So continuing, let's go. Yep, let's go to Sirach chapter 10. Sirach chapter 10 and verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. That is us. That is us Israelites, not them. They had their chance to rule, okay? They had their chance to rule. You see what they did to us in slavery? They had a perpetual hatred against us. They went above and beyond. You think the Most High isn't watching that? Sorry, sucker, you fucked up. Now you want to turn around. Hey, doesn't it say in Job that the Trojans shall seek to please the poor? Fuck you. Keep your presents. Keep your gifts. Because I know when Yahweh Shemiel shall return, your ass will be dust, bitch. dust mite. Verse 8, because of my unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, and that's going to be in our hands. Lord willing, we be a part of the elect, but that's going to be in our hands, man. So Esau, Edom, you're scheduled. Your system is scheduled for a demolition, okay? Scheduled to be taken down, scheduled to be cut off, all right? Which is Yapa. To hell with you, you scaly bastard, you know? Yeah, let's get this real quick. Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountain with slain men, in the hills, and in the valleys, and in the rivers. Shall they fall that are slain with the sword? I will make thee perpetual desolation, and thy city shall not return, and he shall know that I am Yahweh. Okay? Just like Apostle Elder Gabar had said, I got that video lined up. You know, when Babylon is taken, oh man, this place stinks, man. What the fuck is going on over here? When Babylon is taken down, something is burning, though. It smells like crude oil burning. Fuck y'all, this place has gotta go, man. You can smell that crude oil in the fucking air. So when this place is taken down, right? Just like Isaiah says, prepare slaughter. Let me get it real quick. Let me get it. I want to get that scripture. Yep. Isaiah chapter 14. This is going back into Isaiah. This is going back into Ezekiel 35, right? Said I'll cut off, you know, both going in and out. Okay, watch. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. Because why? They are their forefathers coming back. That they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, said Yahweh of hosts, and cut them off from Babylon, whose name and remnant and son and nephew, said the Lord. Okay? So the Lord is going to cut them off forever. They're going to be done, finished, fucked. Okay? So let's get the last scripture, which is Isaiah chapter 14. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. Right, we're going to be finally accepted back in the land. After it's burned and clean, all right? And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaidens. Yeah, all you other nations, we're going to grab a hold of you, do the same thing what you did to us, okay? We were your slaves, now you're going to be our slaves. And shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and shall rule over their oppressors. Right, it's only fair. And it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from thy hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath oppressor cease, have the golden city cease. Right? We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed, right? Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindered. The whole world is at rest, the whole earth is at rest, and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellers come up against us. Right. Because all things are going to rejoice when this so-called white man is taken down. Okay? When this fucking dirty-ass Edomite and these rest of these nations too are taken out. When all these nations are taken down, chiefly when Esau Edom is taken out of the way, then we're going to have that real rejoicing, man. The whole earth is going to be happy. The whole earth is going to be at joy when this so-called white man is taken out of his position, man. Because all he does is cause havoc on the fucking world, man. Okay? Nothing out here is clean. Nothing out here is good right now, man. Everything's fucking destroyed. Everything is out of course, man. The whole earth is out of course because of this man. Okay? So, hey, man. Like I said, don't be envious at the so-called white man for the riches he's got. Just remember, this is part of the curses. And part of his curses that he shall have the fatness of the earth. He's going to live by a sword, but he's going to be taken out by thermonuclear fire. So if you want to join hand in hand with the so-called white man, go ahead. Go right the fuck ahead. But what we're telling you right now is that's not a wise position if you're an Israelite. The wise position for you to do is listen. Revelation 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth, those that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things therein. For the time is at hand. What time is at hand? The time that this bitch is about to go down. And with that, hey, I hope you, Akim, were edified. You know, Lord willing, to the next time. You know, we gotta do this work. We gotta do this work. We gotta do this work. Let me close out here. Hey, man, you gotta hang in there. You know, we gotta hang in there. What's about to take place upon this earth, it's heavy, okay? It's not even a fucking joke, man. But yeah, you got 2/3 out there thinking it's a damn joke, thinking this is funny, thinking it's something to laugh at and ha hee hee. This is nothing to laugh at, man. This is nothing to joke about, okay? If the Lord returns and does max damage to this place, don't come running us and go, hey, what the hell? All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh. Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakam Kudash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you're edified. Matthew chapter 24 and 13 to you all. Wah, abad babal. Hell with this damn place. May y'all Bashim Yahushai destroy this bitch. Lord willing, the next week, Akim. Shalom.